welcome back to another video. This one is about PET tape. If you're a regular in this channel, you know I use a lot of PET tapes. I really love them because for me they are a roll of stickers. You get a lot of designs and there, if you count it all up, if you journal a lot, it's actually very economical because they're like little stickers. The PET in PET tape stands for polyethylene, I believe, so it's just the type of the tape. I won't go to too much details about PET tapes because I know you're here to know how to actually peel it. I have a whole long video about PET tapes, what it is, how do you store it, what's the difference between different types of PET tape, because you know there's a matte one and then there's a glossy one and things like that. It's all in that video. It's very complete and comprehensive. I might be doing a new one since it's been 2 or 3 years since I last did that one, so I might do a updated version of that video. Stay tuned. If you would like that, let me know, because you know everything moves fast, so within 2 years there's already new things coming like the KitKat PET tapes, which is always amazing because not all of us are fan of fuzzy cutting, and me neither. So there's also those, so let me know if it's something you're interested in. But anyway, we'll just jump straight in. The first thing that I want to highlight is that not PET tapes are made the same. PET tapes have different manufacturers. As PET tapes gets more popular, the quality are not always the greatest. When it first came out, like I don't know, 5+ years ago, usually they're only done by Taiwanese artists, and those I reckon have some of the best quality. When I first started getting PET tapes, most of the places I got them was from Taiwanese artists such as Ours and Peon and Loy Design and some sort of fern, and their quality is really good. Depending on how good the quality is of a PET tape, it will determine how easy it is for you to actually peel it off. So some of the ones that are newer ones that comes in from China are a little bit thinner. The backing on the back is a little bit thinner. I don't know if you can tell. This is from Loy Design and this one is from, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure this is a Chinese brand. I can tell by touch that this is much thicker than this one. So that also determines how easy it will be for you to peel it off. So just make sure if you see them really cheap, usually they go for at least $20 for a roll. If you see anything that's cheaper, that's a kind of like a red flag for me. It's going to be a lower quality. But if you don't mind that it'll take you a little more time to actually peel it off, and if you don't mind that, then by all means you can get it. I'm not here to like stop you from getting it. I just want you to know the facts before you buy it. Okay, the thicker the backing is, the easier it is for you to actually peel off the tape easily. So your experiences might be different depending on tape. If your first or second experience with PET tapes weren't great, and if it's like a Chinese brand, I would really recommend you to maybe invest on a Taiwanese brand that is a little bit more expensive, but you will have a way more easier time with it. I'll just jump into it, right? There's 3 different types that I figured out how you can peel off your PET tape. I have 2 right here. This is from Ours, so that one is the Taiwanese one, so it's going to be easier to peel. This one, it's a little bit thinner, but I didn't have much problem using this, so I might try it with this one because I feel like this one's a little bit harder to peel. Let me just cut around this one just so that I have a level playing field for everything, because I want to make sure I can show all the bits. Alright, so now that we have that cut off, let me check. Yep, this one is very hard to peel. So I think there's like a few different qualities. Like when I touch all these 3, right? These two are both from China, probably different manufacturer, but this one is a little bit harder to peel just because this is much thinner. I know you can't tell what it is like because you can't see it. It's just like it looks the same, but I promise this one is the thickest, this one is the second thickest, and this one is the thinnest. So I will use these 3 to demonstrate each of the techniques. For me, the number 1 is the easiest, so I'm gonna use that first because I feel like if you can use this method to peel it, then it's the best because it's the one that takes least time and resources. Okay, so what you're going to do is, instead of using your nails to go here, you use the pad of your thumb or any of the finger to curl the front. So what we want to do is curl it like this, right? Usually I have the best result when you actually hold on to the edges. So hold on to it, the edges, and then just curl it, and then it should come out really nicely and easily, like that. Other edges as well, very easy, right? I will demonstrate that with the medium thickness. I don't even know what to call all this, but with the medium thickness PET tapes, and it still can do that. So what I find easiest is for you to do it near the corners, and what you do is you just curl it the opposite way. Make sure you curl it very sharply instead of just curling it up. So the sharper you curl it, the easiest it will peel. This one will be a challenge, I already know, because I've used it before and they're a little bit more challenging. So it takes a few different times, and if you can't get it the first time, just make sure you hold on to the edges and then you wiggle it up a little bit, right? And then it'll do that as well. It might take a little bit of a wiggle to actually get it out from the backing, just because the backings of these are very, very thin, so it's a little bit harder. So if I take another edge, maybe I'll take this one because that's like a perfect little lip. So what you do is you want to curl it this way. I don't know if it's easy to see, but you want to curl it like that, and then you just hold it and then you wiggle it a little bit. See, I'm having difficulties because this one is a little bit harder. So it pays off to do a few more edges to do this. See, I already used PET tapes for 5 years, and even this still gives me difficulty. So like I said, not all PET tapes are made equal. Just do, okay, that does it, but just make sure you go through all the little edges to actually do it. This one's a little bit harder. That's the first one. You don't need any tools to do it. That's all you do. So the second way to do it is to use something very sharp. So you can use your tweezers or you can use a craft knife. Craft knife is a little bit more dangerous. I use it in the beginning. I use it with a craft knife, but sometimes it will like break the stickers because it's quite sharp. I would recommend a tweezers, but if you don't have a tweezers, just use a craft knife. It's okay. So what you do with this is you would want to, this takes a little bit as well, you would want to poke it in between the plastic and the backing. You can tell now we've already gotten it on the middle, right? So you can do that. So that is another way. I will demonstrate again in case it's a bit hard to see. Is it easier if I do it this way? This is a little bit harder than the first way, but you might want to try this anyway, especially if you use a lot of tweezers in your journaling. So there you go. You can tell that it's going in. So you can also do that with a tweezer or with a craft knife. I'll demonstrate on this one as well. It's going to be a bit harder. It'll take a while. I might fast forward, but this is how you get it. You just slip the edges in between, and then you can take it out, and then you can leave it in the tweezers, and then you can put it in. So that's easier. This one is going to be a challenge. You already know this. This one is very thin and very malleable, so it's very hard to find. I'm not even sure if I can do it with this. Okay, I got it. After a little bit of poking, I finally got in between, but this is a little bit hard for this one. So let's see if we can do it easier with the third method. Okay, so that's the second method. For the third method, what you would need is a washi tape. Grab a little bit of washi tape, and then what we will do is we will put the washi tape over the tape, and then you hold the tape, and then sometimes it will, see how it lifted the top? Can you see? So if you do that, but you have to do it on a surface, right? So if you do that, it'll lift the top a little bit, but sometimes not all PET tapes are made equal. Sometimes they might get, the designs might get stuck on the washi. So this is emergency only, okay? So for this one as well, put it through a surface. Like the desk is probably the best because it'll stay in place, right? So what you do is you hold on to the bottom of your PET tape, and then just take the washi tape and then oops, you just lift it, and then the tape usually lifts with your washi tape. So that one is another easy one. For this one, I feel like it might be, if you have one of these ones that are really thin and really stubborn and hard to peel, if it works, it's probably one of the best way to do it. So let's see. Okay, it peeled as well. Did you see it peeled? It went back in, but it peeled a little bit. But maybe it's because it's not on the edge, so it's a little bit harder. But if you take the backing and then just do that, it's easy as well. So that's a quick video for peeling your PET tapes. I hope that is useful because I want a lot more people to get into PET tapes because I love them. From my previous PET tape video, a lot of you commented about not being able to peel it. So I really hope this video will help you to make it easier for you to peel your PET tapes. So do let me know if you have other ways to peel your PET tape. Do let me know so we can help all those that find it a little bit hard to peel PET tapes. I love PET tapes. I want people to use it more, but I acknowledge that sometimes they are a little bit hard to peel. So hopefully if there's a few different ways you can peel it, then at least one of the ways might work. I hope that is useful. If you're just a beginner and you would like to know more about it, I do have a video. It's from 2-3 years ago. Most of the things are still quite relevant. If you want to check that out, I will leave the link down below and in the cards and in somewhere in the video. Feel free to watch that if you're interested more about PET tapes. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video. Stay safe, take care, and stay creative. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.